Hello, my mathematicians. Today we are going to be looking at Module 6, Lesson 1, which is about representing fraction sums and differences. Hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to make a visual model to represent the addition or subtraction of fractions with different sized parts. So if you start on page 129 with Spark Your Learning, it says 4 hikers travel along the same trail over 2 days. The fraction of the trail each hiker travels is shown. So we have Alexi on day 1 is a half, day 2, 1/12. Rachel on day 1 is 2/5, day 2, 1/10. James on day 1 is 1/2, and on day 2 is 1/4. Jayla on day 1 is 1/2, and on day 2, 3/8. So then it says, use the data in the table to show 2 ways to represent the fraction of the trail one of the hikers travels on both days. So I'm going to choose James. So I'm going to set up here. I have my 1, and he on day 1 does a 1/2. So I'm going to pull the 1/2 block over, and I'm going to set up there because I'm always going to compare it to 1. And then on day 2, he hikes 1/4. So I'm going to take my 1/4 and I'm going to put it here. So that is one way that I can show the 1/2 and the 1/4. But how else can I show it? So what can I put underneath that will fill this up completely? Well, if I do 1/2, that's not going to work because that would be a hole there. If I do 1/3, we're going to get there. Again, it's not going to work. So if we do 1/4, we can do that. So that works. So we have 3/4 here. We could, if we try the 1/5, that doesn't quite fit. If we do 1/6, random gaps, that's not going to work. If we do 1/8, so that works. Try 1/10. That's not going to work. And then 1/12. So that works. So all those will work. So I'm going to just insert that. So you can draw a rough image of that there. So we have a couple different ways. You can have the 1/2 more, you can have the 1/4, so you can have the 1/8, so you can have the 1/12. So we go to the next page. It says Marley and Jackie are saved together to buy a tent for their camping trip. Marley saves 3/8 of the cost of the tent, and Jackie saves 1/2 of the cost of the tent. How much do Marley and Jackie save toward the cost of the tent? So first we need to represent, and we're going to draw to show our thinking. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to clear the drawing. Maybe. Okay, and so we're going to start again. I'm going to compare to the 1. We have 3/8 and 1/2. So we are going to go 3/8. And we're going to have the 1/2. So we want to know all together what they have. So what can we put under the 1/8 and the 1/2? Well, the 1/2, it has to be, we have to be able to use half of something. So that's gonna have to be an even number. So we could put like 2 1/4 here. But the 1/4, we can't fit more than 1/4 under there, so that doesn't work. 1/6 we could put under the 1/2, but again, it doesn't work under the 1/8. But we can put 1/8 under the 1/2. And we can put our 1/8 under the 1/8. So we can have something that looks like this. Okay. So then it says, how did you combine 3/8 and 1/2 to help you find how much Marley and Jackie save? Explain your thinking. Well, I used 4 1/8 fraction pieces to show the amount Jackie saves, and 3 1/8 pieces to show how much Marley saves. This is write an equation to model your solution. So here we have 3/8 plus 4/8. We have 3/8 plus 4/8, and that gives me a total of 7/8. So we go to the next page. It says Pedro takes a 1/2 pound bag of trail mix on his hike. During the hike, he eats 1/4 pound of trail mix. How much trail mix does he have left? So first it says, how can you use fraction strips to represent the situation? Draw to show your thinking. So we're gonna come over here. And we're gonna compare to the 1. And we have ½ pound. And he eats 1/4 of the trail mix. So we put 1/4. We're taking away 1/4, so we want to know how much is left here. So a half obviously isn't going to work. If we line up, third doesn't work. We take, oh look, 1/4 would show it. So this is what we can draw. And then it says, what size fraction strip pieces can you use to represent the amount of trail mix he has left? Well, we can use 1/4 strip. It says, write an equation to model the amount of trail mix he has left. What is the amount? So we would have 1/2 minus 1/4, and we found that it equaled 1/4. So that is 1/4 pound. So that is it for today's lesson. So hopefully you can make a visual model to represent the addition or subtraction of fractions with different sized parts. Remember, in order to be a math person, you just need to be a person and do math.